Hello everybody, Carver Clays here. It's been a while since I've seen a lot of you. It's nice to see everybody. It's a wonderful, wonderful sunny day out here in around Grand Rapids, Michigan, more Eastmanville, Michigan. I'm going to be here reading a very special book that me and my mom made a long, long time ago, 16 years ago in 2004. And that book is Carver's New Smile, and that's me, Carver. That's when I was 8 or 9 years old, and it's been a long, like I could see a lot of my hair went from here and it went down here, so my hair migrated from the North Pole to the South Pole. So, but yeah, my mom, it was her idea to make the book, and she just wanted to help young kids know that getting dentures is not so scary, and it's actually a really, really cool process, and it gets this result that you see here. And I'm somebody who has HED, hypohydrotic ectodermal dysplasia, which means that I don't have much hair. I don't sweat because I don't have sweat glands. My skin is dry. I need dentures in order to talk properly, in order to chew properly, and because of HED, that's why I need dentures. And I'm actually really, really close to getting something called implants, which are like permanent dentures. So anyway, this book is a very, very special gift that was my mom's idea, and Mary Kay, founder of NFED, helped write it. So I'm going to read that to you guys today, and I'm going to make sure you guys can see the pictures. Because of the live video, the words are going to be backwards looking, but you'll at least be able to see the pictures. Okay, so let's do that. So this book is dedicated to children like Carver, people who have HED or other forms of ectodermal dysplasia. So my name is Carver, and this is my dog, Pal. And just like lots of other kids, I like to draw pictures, act silly with my friends, and I also like to do karate at the time. So that was me doing karate. There's a picture that I drew, and then there was my friend Caleb there. And while I am a lot like other kids, there are also things about me that are special. I have a condition called hypohydrotic ectodermal dysplasia. That's a mouthful. I call it HED for short. And I can't sweat and sometimes spray myself with water to stay cool. And my friends think it is fun to help me stay cool. And then there's a picture of me and my friend Dylan at the time, and he's helping me stay cool there. My hair is a little thin, but I keep it combed and trimmed, obviously this was in the past, so that it always looks nice. And that was me when I had all that hair, but migrated south. But I don't have many teeth, and because of that, I spend a lot of time with my dentist, and he has become one of my best friends. And then here's me and my dentist, Dr. Moore, at the time. I have a different dentist now, but that was Dr. Moore at the time. Wonderful guy. At first, it was kind of scary going to his office because I didn't understand everything that they were doing. And here I am in the dentist chair, and he's looking in my mouth, and the little mirror that he is holding helps him see all the way around my mouth. So there is a picture of me being scared, because I was a little scared. And then here's a picture of him looking in my mouth with his mirror so that he can see everything. And I only have a couple of teeth, but I get them clean, just like all my friends do. And then there's me getting my teeth clean, just like everybody else does. And the dentist takes lots of pictures of my mouth called X-rays, just like Superman has X-ray vision. And I have to hold the X-ray film in my mouth, and it's made of plastic, and I have to be very, very still. And this can be hard, but I try my best. And then here's a picture of that happening right there. Just trying to get all the different x-rays. Pretty cool stuff. And other times I have x-rays of my teeth taken with a special camera. And that shows all of my teeth at one time. And this machine is cool. And it turns around my head and looks like something from Star Wars. So there's the special camera Dr. Moore is using to take the x-rays. My head is in place. And then when the camera goes around and takes the pictures, there's me and Dr. Moore looking on their computer at the x-rays. And it's really, really cool, high-tech stuff, just like from Star Wars. And because I am missing so many teeth, the dentist makes me dentures so I can have a nice smile and I can chew better. And then here's a picture with me and my dentures, and I am very, 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 very happy. And one of the first steps in making the dentures is making an impression or model of the top and bottom of my mouth. And the dentist uses a plastic or metal tray to hold some stuff that kind of looks like cookie dough that he puts in my mouth. And it's not a lot of fun, but it is over quickly. If I sit really still for a couple of minutes, the impression will be good and he won't have to do it again. So here's a picture of him making the impression. And then there's that kind of little cookie dough stuff you see right there. And it's over very quickly. It doesn't last too long. And then the dentist puts plaster in the impression. And when it is hard, he has a whole model of my mouth. And then right here, there's him showing me the model that he's made of my mouth so that they can work with something. And before my next appointment, the dentist uses some wax on the model so that he can figure out where all my teeth go. And then here's a picture of that there, using that model, using wax on it, so they can figure out where's Carver's teeth gonna go. And that'd be true for anybody when they make your dentures. And he uses these wax models to see just how the top and the bottom fit together. Once he is done, he puts some front teeth on the dentures so I can see what the teeth will look like. And then there's little me looking at Dr. Moore, and he's showing me just exactly what the teeth are going to look like on this model here. Sometimes I have to sit in the chair a long time so my dentist can make sure that the dentures fit just right. So there he's with me making sure that the teeth are going to be fitting just right and so that they're not too uncomfortable. At the next appointment, I get to see what my teeth will look like when they're finished. And then in this picture, Dr. Moore is putting my dentures on me, and I get to see, after all said and done, what it's all going to look like finally. So here I am with my new teeth. I think they look great, don't you? Now I look cool, just like my friends. And then that's finally the final picture. There's Dr. Moore, and he has a mirror, gives me a mirror, and then I can finally see what it all looks like at the very end. And trust me, that's a really, really, really awesome, cool moment. Not just for me, but for the dentist as well, because he put in a lot of time and work too. And I wear my new teeth every day. I can eat and talk better, and every day it's easier to wear my teeth, kind of like getting used to new shoes. And I like how I look. So here's a couple pictures. I didn't really eat that, by the way, in case you guys are grossed out by that. It was just a silly photo. And then there's me eating some pizza with my glass of milk. Oh, those were the days, kids. Those were the days. Enjoy them. Easy and fun. My dentist showed me how to clean them every day. I take them out at night so my mouth can rest. And then Nanny, my grandma, also has dentures, and she helps me take care of them. So there's me, just taking care, brushing my teeth, putting them in the little container overnight there. And then there's me and my grandma, and we call her Nanny, and she is helping me with them too. And if my new teeth bother me, my mom takes me back to see my dentist, and he can fix them so that they don't bother me anymore. And it's a really easy process too. And that's not something that with me happened really much or often at all. These guys are good. They know what they're doing. And there's me and my mom going to see the dentist. And my new teeth make me feel just like everyone else when I wear them. And my best friend thinks they are neat. And see how great I can smile. There was me and my best friend at the time, having a good old blast. And Dr. Tim said that I did great in getting my new teeth. Maybe I will be a dentist someday too. And we took this little silly photo together. Me and his little dentist get up, and then him sitting in the chair. How the tables have turned. That is the end of Carver's new smile. And it was a lot of fun making the book back in 2004. And hopefully it's still helping kids with HED and other forms of ectodermal dysplasia know that getting dentures, even though at first it seems a little new and can be scary, when you go through it, it's not bad at all. The dentist knows what he's doing. He's with you every step of the way, and at the end of it, you get a nice smile. You can talk. You can eat all these foods you weren't able to eat before. Ice cream doesn't hurt anymore. It's wonderful. It's really wonderful. So, I'm still going to be hanging around for a little bit. If you guys have any questions in the comments, let me know. And then when I'm no longer live, I'll still be checking back in the comment section, and I can reply to you guys. And you can also, put if you have dentures, take a picture and put them in the comments too, so people can see your new smile. And yeah, I'll be hanging around with you guys if you want. Okay, this takes me back to the time my son got his dentures and he is 5. Yeah. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Cool to hear that, Peg. That's awesome. You're welcome, Kelly. My son needs help. Gotcha. Hopefully we can help you with that, Ajoa. And then, let me see, I'm just looking at all the comments here, you guys. Glad to be part of that journey with you, Jennifer, in any way that I can. Yeah, you hate the cookie dough stuff. Me too, Dimple. Me too. But just breathe through your nose when you do it, and it's not over. It's over pretty quickly. No problem. Awesome, Renee. I'm glad your son still has it. No problem, Becky. Hey, Alex. You're welcome, Jen. No problem. No problem. Hey, Carl. Frank, hello. Okay, I'm still hanging around just in case anybody has any questions of any kind. Well, I'm glad your son was able to be diagnosed, Donna. That's definitely a first crucial step, that, people know what they're dealing with, and then once you know what you're dealing with, you have a plan, you move forward. Yes, talking is much easier. Diction, at first, when you get your dentures at first, part of the process is making sure they fit well, so that the process of talking is an easy transition. Because if the dentures aren't made right, then it's not going to be easy to be able to start talking correctly. But they make sure every step of the process is a very specific scientific way. so that when you get them, the transition to being able to talk right is a pretty easy one. And it doesn't take long for you to get used to it. And then eventually talking's very, very easy. And it almost feels like you've had teeth like that your whole life. And it's pretty cool how it works like that. So talking is made easier. Chewing all sorts and eating all sorts of stuff is made easier. It's literally a game changer, night and day difference for sure. I have HED, hypohidrotic ectodermal dysplasia. So the no sweating and the dry skin and not much hair, and then needing teeth. How old was I when I started the process? I actually, believe it or not, I got my first dentures, my first set of dentures when I was 3 years old. And my mom still has them, actually. My first little, and they're like that big. They're very tiny. I was 3 years old. So my son is 8, and he doesn't like putting his teeth on because he feels different and comfortable. He doesn't. Okay, so I'm assuming JD or Jody, however, sorry if I'm butchering your name, I don't mean to, but doesn't like putting his teeth on. Yeah, they can be maybe a little weird feeling at first. When I was little, I had this saying that I felt like when I was chewing food, I felt like somebody else was chewing my food because you don't have nerve feeling in your dentures. So it was a really weird feeling at first. But after a while, I got used to it. And it's definitely worth getting used to, for sure. It definitely gave me a lot more confidence to have a smile like this. It really affected my whole mood and my whole attitude towards life, for sure. It really helped me a lot. Helped me be confident around other people and just present myself in a really, really nice way. Hey, from the Philippines. Nice to see you here. Hello, Wisconsin, Tom. No problem. Live in Georgia. We'd like to know if there's a family here. Okay. The National Foundation for Ectodermal Dysplasia can definitely help you with that. Help you connect with people. Wow, my son is about to start the process. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's nice to have somebody with you who's been through it, for sure. I've had the same set since 14. Wow. Wow, Merv. All my friends are happy to understand me. Way to go. Great. Yeah, for sure. It does help when people understand you. Nice to see you here too, Merv. Cool, cool, cool. Hope everybody's having a good time. If they're in a state that has a stay-in-place order, everyone's still trying to enjoy any weather that they can and spend some quality time with family. It's very nice and sunny where I'm at in West Michigan, so I'm probably going to go for a walk today. Enjoy the sun while I can, while making sure I'm social distancing, for sure. All right, so does anybody else who's on the live stream with me have any questions of any kind? If there's no questions in the next minute or so here, I'll probably be saying my swell goodbyes. Florida. I was born in Florida, actually, Brandy. That's where I was born, in Naples, Florida. Hello from Phoenix. We have 2 boys with HED. They're not used to wearing teeth. Yeah, it is. I'm not going to lie. It's something to get used to. But once you do get used to it, it's a game changer. Whole night and day difference of how much better your life is. Not just physically being able to chew things, but just how you feel about yourself, honestly. It's really made my life so much immeasurably better. What advice do you have for them, 13 years old and 20? My advice for them would be to go through the process and wear them, and just give it some time. You know, when I was young, I had things about it that I didn't like, and I was sincere about not liking it. But then once I got used to it, it's kind of funny how I made a switch from not wanting to wear my teeth to you know, not wanting to go to school without them on. I remember there was a couple times where I was just running late, and I was in my car, and then I realized I didn't have my teeth in. I didn't care that I was going to be late to class. I drove all the way back to make sure my teeth were in, because I wasn't going to start the day without them. I didn't feel like myself, honestly, without them. And it's kind of crazy that I made that switch. But my biggest advice is just, you know, get used to them with them in, and give it time, and then eventually it feels so natural and part of your mouth that you no longer start to think of yourself as, I have dentures in right now. You just live your life, and it feels natural. And it's just exactly, it's pretty much exactly like your feet getting used to new shoes. When you have new shoes, they feel obviously different, like, oh, I have shoes on right now. But then after a while, you know, your foot kind of makes a little natural indent into the shoe, and there's not much of a difference between that and your gums getting natural and feeling into the denture. And just like how you get used to new shoes, your mouth eventually and your gums and everything get used to the teeth. And it's pretty much the same process of getting used to it. And once you do get used to it, you don't think about it anymore. And they feel natural. And then when you get used to the look, you look good, you talk good, you chew good, and then you just don't want to have to take them out, really, unless you have to go to bed. And that would be my advice to them. Just let yourself get used to it. They like their pointy teeth, they want to keep them, but also wear new teeth. Yeah, totally. You know what? If they want to have times when they just want to show their pointy teeth and they're proud of them, I'd say that's an awesome thing. I would rather have somebody be like that than be ashamed of their pointy teeth. So if they want to have the best of both worlds, I'd say, heck yeah, have the best of both worlds. Wear teeth and be proud of your pointy teeth. That's nothing wrong with that, Sonia. That's awesome. You're okay. Renee asks when our 16-year-old wants to know when you started shaving your head. Little bummed that his hair is thin. I started shaving my head my senior year of high school, so I was like 17 going on 18. I was kicking and screaming and not wanting to and holding on to the bitter end to shave my head. But honestly, looking back, I wish I would have shaved it like around that age, like 16, because it was around like 16, 17 when it was no longer like covering my whole head. Like you were starting to get like a bald spot kind of streak going this way, and then a bald spot streak going this way, and then there was a spot in the back of my head. So if I could have if I have a time machine, I would have gone back and shaved it earlier, because I'm so used to how I look bald now that I actually like how I look. It's kind of like my signature look now. So, and a bunch of people have told me that I have the head shape to be bald. So, and they mean that as a compliment. So, people like how I look bald. So I think you know, just go for it. And if people in high school give you a hard time for it, you're gonna have plenty of people after high school that like how you look. So if I had to do it over again, I would have shaved it earlier, believe it or not. Do I still get phantom pains? Phantom pains is not an issue that I actually deal with. So believe it or not. So I wish I could give you advice on that, but I've never dealt with phantom pains. Otherwise, I would have a comment on it. it is a process for sure, and it can feel kind of like a long one, but definitely one that's worth getting to the end of for sure. Definitely helped me. Very, very grateful for the dentist that I had. He was funny, he was nice, he made it, a very easy process for me. He was a great guy. Dr. Moore was his name. Okay. I think I've gotten through all the latest comments. No problem, Sonia. Happy to help. Okay. Just making sure I've addressed everyone's questions. Julie, you a Laker? My boys too. Really? My nephew has HED. He hasn't worn dentures since he's 3. His friends loved his dinosaur teeth, his words. He's 11 now. Thank you, Julie. Yes, I do go to I'm a Laker, Grand Valley State University in West Michigan. I study physics and philosophy, and I minor in mathematics at GVSU. So, if any of you guys want to be a scientist or a physicist someday, or if you like philosophy or math, I'm the guy to talk to. Yep, I got my associates at Grand Rapids Community College, and right now I'm working on my bachelor's. That's a totally real degree. It's right between bachelor's and master's, didn't you know? But I'm working on my bachelor's at GVSU, double majoring in physics and philosophy. So many questions to ask, don't know where to start. Okay, no problem. I'm going to publish this live video, so it's going to stay up. So when I go and you all of a sudden think of a question, put it in the comments, and I'm going to be back looking and being able to interact and comment myself and reply to your comments and things like that. So I'm going to publish this, so this isn't going to go away, so that if you think of a question later, or if you're somebody who wasn't able to see this when it was live, you can still watch it, leave a comment, and then people from the NFED and then myself will be able to see it and respond and still interact with you guys. So even if you miss the live video, this isn't going to be going down. So just letting you guys know. Okay. Anchor up. Yes. You got it, Julie. All right, everybody. Well, the university, even though we have our stay in place order, we still have online classes. So luckily the semester isn't over yet or anything. So I'm going to be getting ready for another online class that I have, which is a nice way to spend a sunny day, but it won't last long. So I'm going to be going away doing that. If you think of any more questions or you want to show a picture with your teeth or anything like that, I'm going to publish this video and put it in the comments below. And I'll be checking back periodically, talking with you guys, interacting with you guys, and all that fun stuff. All right? Thank you, everybody who came. I'm glad I got to see and talk and interact with you guys. As much as I try to help people in the organization, even more so people in the NFED have helped me even more and feel good about myself. And I have a little family with you guys, and I consider you guys family for sure. And I love you guys. Thanks for everything. Thanks for everything that you do. Thanks for everything the NFED does. They do everything you'd think they do and more, honestly. So if you need help with anything, ask them. They're the experts. They're wonderful, wonderful people. And I hope everybody stays safe, still is able to have family time, and is still able to enjoy life in any way that they can. So, goodbye, so long, farewell, take it easy.